In today's Health Alerts, a new study confirms what many parents already know, that little ones are really the germiest during cold and flu season. Here to help us understand why is our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi. And Dr. Nandi, what did the study find and what were the most common illnesses detected?
Yeah, and Simon, you and I are dads, and we can tell all of you who are watching and listening that when kids are little, they're like tiny germ magnets. And this new study from the Journal of Pediatrics really backs this up. Now, they had over 800 students and staff at the Kansas City Schools District, which took part in the 2022 to 23 school year. And researchers analyzed nasal swabs and tracked symptoms. And here's what they found, Simon. About 80% had at least one acute respiratory illness. That means they had symptoms like coughing, runny nose, fever, fatigue, and more than 85% tested positive for at least one respiratory virus. No surprise, right? The youngest kids between 3 and 5 had the highest rates of actual illness when it came to the virus detected. Pre-K and elementary students topped the list at 92%. Middle schoolers 86%, high schoolers at 77%, and the staff at 76%.
Yeah, Doc, that begs the question, what were the most common illnesses and what can parents like us do to try to help prevent them?
Yeah, we're all looking for that, right? The most frequent cause, Simon, of the common cold rhinovirus topped the list. It was found in 65% of cases. Other types of seasonal common cold coronaviruses showed up in 30%, and COVID-19 detected in about 15%. Now, young kids haven't seen most of these viruses before, right? So each new germ, well, it's kind of a lesson for their immune system. And that's why some kids can get up to 10 colds a year as their bodies learn to fight back. And they're also really close together at school, right? Sharing toys, books, desks, and don't always cover their coughs or wash their hands, which makes it easy for these viruses to spread. So how can we as parents help, right? So I think talking to your kiddos about how important hand washing is super important. Show them how to wash thoroughly with soap and water. I often sing the ABC song with my youngest ones for timing and fun. That gives them, a way to be able to know how long to wash their hands for. Also teach your kids how to cover coughs and sneezes and try to keep their hands away from that face. Super important. And good airflow helps. Open windows when you can, or use fans or air purifiers. We use air purifiers in our house, and keeps the air moving. And of course, right, make sure vaccinations like the flu and COVID-19 are up to date. All three of the Nandy Bros are all up to date with their vaccines. And so vaccines, we feel and now scientifically know that's one of the best ways to help the immune system build protection safely. And so this is how you can keep these viruses away as much as possible.
Great advice. We'll be singing the ABCs while we wash our hands. Doc, thank you so much. And if you have a health question for the doctor, you can email him, Dr. Nandi at askdrnandy.com, or send it to us on Facebook or on X.